This is the story about people, phosphate, and water scarcity from Banaba Island. Banaba means hollow land, and so the island is known as Ocean Island. Banaba Island is a raised coral atoll in Western Kiribati in the Central Pacific, close to the equator, with a population of around 300 people. The island is small and isolated with an area of 6 kilometers squares with the highest point at 81 meters height. The capital of Banaba Island is Anderen. The island is vulnerable and is very prone to droughts with no natural streams, no waterlands. Things were not always like this. The island used to be once blessed with fresh water from the caves. There are many legends in ancient Banaba, but the story of discovering drinking water in the caves is one of the most important for the Banabans. As the Banabans tell the story, a village leader was searching for water during a terrible drought. He could find no water anywhere on the island. So he called his ancestors for help. Suddenly, the spirit of a large crab appeared, and where his claw marks were, there was water. The ancestors informed the man that this crab came from inside of the Bangabanga, where water can be found. The land below the surface of Banaba is riddled with the Bangabanga, and for centuries, the Banabans relied on fresh water from these caves for survival during long periods of droughts. Then time passed by, and ancient Banaba changed to colonial Banaba and faced new challenges. In the 1900s to the 1980s, the British Phosphate Commission, known as the BBC Company, came to mine phosphate on the island, destroying many caves and contaminating the island's long-time potable water source. The company instead provided large water reservoirs on the island, filled with imported water from overseas via incoming vessels. This replaced the waters from the cave, and which was used by all the residents of Banaba, including workers, foreigners, locals, and so forth. In the 1980s, after the BBC Company left, the water infrastructures gradually deteriorated over a period of 100 years. The water reservoirs, including all other means, broke down, leaving the island with no water. So after the BBC Company left, the government of Kiribati came into place to assist the people of Banaba Island with the installation of a rainwater harvesting system. But this was hardly a solution, as it rarely rains in Banaba Island. The government of Kiribati further provided interventions to install the desalination units and water truck for delivery of drinking water to households. But again, this was not enough. In March 2021, Banaba Island faced an extreme drought and water crisis. The island had been almost a year without substantial rain. Banaba Island had one desalination plant, which was not working. The recent outcry of the Banabans to the world was published in The Guardian. One resident reported said, and I quote, "We also couldn't sleep because all we wanted to do was search the island for water. We're just looking for a way to survive. The feeling we have is we are just drifting out in the sea, lost, and no one cares." End of quote. So as an emergency measure in 2021, the government of Kiribati installed and operationalized 2 new desalination units in Banaba. The New Zealand and Australian High Commissions provided support in 2021 to charter a vessel from Daraba to Banaba for this installation. Now I present the GCCA Super Project with its key implementing agency, MISE, and in partnership with the Office of the President, the OB, is working to scale up the existing emergency measures to make it more sustainable. The Super Project will assist in constructing a new permanent building to house the desal units, to purchase and install storage tanks for desalination water, to purchase the spare parts for desalination units, including water trucks, and to procure and install the rain gauge. This is the story of Banaba Island, the island that cries for water. And I wish to acknowledge and thank our donor, the EU, our implementing agencies, the MISE and the OB, and our key 3 partners, SPC, USB, and SPRIP. Ambassador, thank you.